This is a Transportation TV News update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting. The nation's double-digit unemployment rate has prompted a decision by House Democratic leaders to take action aimed at creating jobs before the end of the year. CQ reports that the House Democratic Caucus met Monday, November 16th, to discuss the deteriorating jobs picture and ways to address it, including infrastructure spending, aid to small businesses, and extending tax breaks. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, Democrat from Maryland, told the Associated Press Tuesday, quote, "I wouldn't characterize it as a second stimulus. I don't want to be as broad as that. I want it to be very targeted on jobs." The AP reports that Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, Democrat from Nevada, has promised colleagues that the Senate will take up jobs legislation after it completes its overhaul of the health care bill. Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin is suggesting the idea of front-loading a new multi-year highway and transit bill. The move would allow Congress to spend billions of dollars on transportation projects through 2012, then pay back the funds once the new multi-year authorization bill becomes law. Democrats continue to feel pressure to stem unemployment. Meanwhile, the White House announced this week that President Barack Obama will host a job summit in early December.
In December, we'll be holding a forum at the White House on jobs and economic growth. We'll gather CEOs and small business owners, economists and financial experts, as well as representatives from labor unions and nonprofit groups to talk about how we can work together to create jobs and get this economy moving again.
Also in the news, Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood reportedly plans to push for legislation that would allow the federal government to set and enforce safety standards on the nation's transit rail systems. The action comes in light of increases in the number of subway and light rail crashes and resulting passenger injuries and deaths. In June, 9 people died following a train collision on the Metro rail system serving the Washington, D.C. region. According to the Washington Post, the Obama administration could present its plan to Congress as early as next month. The U.S. Department of Transportation released its Motorcoach Safety Action Plan Tuesday, November 17th, answering calls for greater oversight of the industry. The plan addresses unsafe carriers, driver fatigue and inattention, fatal rollover crashes, and seatbelts. The Associated Press reports that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration plan could bring stronger roof requirements for motor coaches by the end of this year and new seatbelt rules sometime early next year. The U.S. DOT says motor coach travel is safe. However, an average of 19 passengers are killed in crashes each year. Also on the highway safety front, despite increased publicity, a new report by Pew Research called Teens and Distracted Driving finds that a third of cell phone users aged 16 and 17 admitted to texting while driving. The report, released November 16th, surveyed 800 kids aged 12 to 17. Among the passengers surveyed, 48% of the teens 12 to 17 said they've been in a car while the driver was texting, and 40% have been in a car when the driver used a cell phone in a way that put everyone in danger. And the number 10,000 is making news this week. That's how many transportation infrastructure projects across America have been approved for funding under the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Vice President Joe Biden and Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood made the announcement at a joint press conference. The FHWA says 5,000 highway projects worth more than $13 billion are now under construction. And we're adding a new channel to the lineup here on Transportation TV. Watch the View from the Administration channel to go beyond the 30-second soundbite. Find out what newsmakers in the administration are saying about critical issues. Our first interview, Federal Highway Administration Administrator Victor Mendez. That's the Transportation News Update. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting.